Hey, how you doing? Name's Shen. Um, for those who know me, you know me for my gaming videos, the videos where I make a bunch of stuff talking about games, and I'm trying my best to upload more often, but I'm just given no excuse. I'm just a very lazy human being, and I need to work on that. But I could not loaf around for this video, and it's not going to be a gaming video. It's a bit of an unfortunate one I never want to make, but it's an inevitability at this point. As you guys know, uh, the whole thing with my channel is that I throw my animals all over them. My cat, my three dogs, sometimes even a few geckos of mine that I own, and how my channel profile is also one of my dogs. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because unfortunately, on this day, 1 year ago today, on April 11th, or hopefully this is uploaded on April 11th, but on April 11th of 2025, I lost my dog Reyna. And you guys know who she is. She's the big pit bull bully girl that I post all over this channel. She's the cover of the channel. She's my profile pic on there. She's the icon and everything, and she's all over the place. And she lived a pretty long and healthy life, a good 11 to 12 years, but then seems like it happens all the time. She got hit with cancer, and she was doing good for around a year or two, and then it got to such a sudden halt, and it got to a point where I couldn't afford even treatment for it. And I just spent as much time as I could with her as it got worse and worse, and she passed away peacefully after me not wanting to see her suffer too much anymore. I know nobody wants to lose their animal. I'm sure we've said this time and time again, but there comes a time where you know it's time for them to go, and you know you just want to see them be happy wherever they go after they die. And I got to that point with her. And as much as I wish I had the money to hopefully kill the cancer inside of her and have her live for however long she wanted to live for, that's just sometimes not going to be the case. And you can't really do anything about it except spend the time you have with them. And I gave her the best life I could. At least I hope I did. And I still plan to keep her on this channel. She was genuinely such a light in my life every single day I woke up. She's the only one of the three dogs that would actually sleep in my bed. And whether it gave my room a little bit of a smell to it or not because of her, I didn't really care. Um Waking up to see her in my bed every day and night was just such a joy. She was so well behaved. Shout out to my sister who did a lot of heavy lifting to make that happen. She was just a pure embodiment of happiness if it was a thing in an animal. You know, we all say, "Oh, my dog is happy," and all that stuff. No, she could tell you her emotions right on her face. She could tell you when she's sad, when she's happy, when she's embarrassed, when she's angry, irritated, anything under the sun. She would show that in how expressive she was and how much she would act and how unique she was as a dog. Her personality was unlike anything I've ever had before. And to this day, I know it's never a contest with your animals, but Reyna was probably the best dog I've ever met in my life and the best dog I've ever had the pleasure of owning in my life, you know? Again, it's nothing against the other animals I've got now or in the past, but Reyna just had some certain spunk to her that I've never seen before. Uh, my girlfriend loved Reyna, and she would do everything she could to spoil her just like I did. I would take her on long walks down all the way down the street to the pet store to grab whatever she wanted at least once or twice a week. At least I tried to, but I did it as much as I could. She was so spoiled, and she deserved it, in my opinion, because there were so many things about her that, like, you had to appreciate, you know? She was so funny, she was so loving, she was so everything. If you don't know about how a dog can really resonate with you and that little personal connection you could feel with one, it's unlike anything you could ever have. A dog's bond with a person is genuinely such a unique thing. And Reyna was such a support for me emotionally. She could tell when I wasn't feeling too good. She could tell when I was feeling really sad or excited or happy. She really like matched my level of emotion, and she made sure that if I wasn't doing good, I'd feel better. If I was doing good, I'd feel even better. If I was excited, she would jump around with me and she didn't even know what was going on, and she'd still get excited about it cuz that's just what kind of dog she was. And that's just how much she cared about me, my family, even the other dogs in my house. Gizmo and Zeus. Zeus is a grumpy old man, and Gizmo is a little bit of a territorial little guy, but Gizmo and Reyna played every day. Reyna was the only dog that he really played with because Zeus didn't want anything to do with that. He's older now. But it may sound a bit weird, but there was a little shift in Gizmo's behavior specifically after Reyna passed away. He was a lot more distant and he was a lot more like near me often for some reason. Like there I took a picture right after she passed of him sitting on my desk here, and that never happened. That's never happened. And he like didn't bark, he didn't get loud for like a while. He just kind of stayed silent. If somebody showed up at the house, he'd look instead of barking like he usually would. I noticed it a lot where his just behavior would change like for a while after she passed. Of course he's back to normal now, but I noticed that such a difference in his mood and demeanor, and I really feel like he felt her passing just like I did. Um, so it's a crazy thing to think about how the dog brain is, because yes, they're animals, but they're so much more than just a dumb dog or something like that. Reyna was the antithesis of this. If she had to do something or if she wanted to do something, she would let you know immediately. She had to go outside, she wanted food, she wanted water, anything like that, you were going to be the first person to know. And it was fun to experience that. She was not your average dog, to say it in the least. But you can never know that until you actually met her. She was such a big fan of people. She was such a big fan of other dogs. She did so many things that almost surprised me every time we'd go out. Um, it was a really funny story about how we got her. She was actually just supposed to be my sister's dog, and her boyfriend at the time bought it for her, and she was the cutest dog I've seen in like ever. I'm a big dog person, admittedly, so seeing her was awesome. She was a big teether, so it was really fun to deal with that. And then it was not supposed to be something that where she would stay at the house forever because my sister was doing stuff, and she was like, oh, she'll stay for a bit for now. Like she's not staying too long. Fast forward if like sometime later she's in her house for 10 plus years, and honestly, I don't care how it happened. I'm glad it happened because Reyna is such a special dog. And I don't know, man. After a whole year, you'd think that you'd be over it. You'd think that you'd be okay or you'd be emotionally stable, not thinking about your dog passing away. But with Reyna, it was just such a wound that never seemed to heal for me. Every day I'd wake up in my bed and I'd feel terrible not knowing that she's there and not seeing her or anything like that. I still have her collar right here that I bought for her on Christmas one year. And she's had this collar for a pretty long time, and it was so cute on her, and she was adorable with it. And this collar stays on my desk every day, and I keep it here because I never want to forget her, and I just want at least a piece of her before she left. And before she passed, I took her collar off so that she could just be all free and stuff while we were there. I just wanted her to be so comfortable. And I took her collar and I just walked in the yard for a while after she passed, going to all the places she would walk to, all of her usual spots. And sorry. Um, she was just great, and I'm so glad I got to give her the life she had. And I don't know. There's I could say so much about her. I could make a multiple hour long video about how great she was, but I hope that with this channel specifically, one of my prime goals is to not only showcase all my animals on here as kind of the brand of the channel, but her especially. Because I want to show you guys how special she was to me. And I really want to show off her memory. And I want to keep it alive even after I'm gone. After I leave. And whatever happens to my channel in the next 5-10 years, I want to keep her memory alive on this channel. So going forward, I'm still going to keep her funny faces and little clips and videos I've got of her all over the place in my future videos when I actually do upload. And her passing kind of kicked something in me. And I still feel like I'm not doing enough to really keep her memory alive. So yeah, I really hope that as my videos go by and as you guys see them, I hope the biggest thing you take away from them is her and all my other animals. I love Gizmo, I love Zeus, I love Leo, I love Reyna so much. So I look forward to having them all over the channel at all times. It doesn't matter if some big corporation was to take my channel or something like that. I'm going to make sure that they're always there. No matter what happens, I'm going to make sure that her memory stays alive with hopefully millions, hopefully even thousands, or even hundreds. As long as one person knows who Reyna was, then I'm happy. But I think at the end of everything, I had to realize that I need to move on. But it won't be easy, and it still isn't easy a whole year later, but to everyone who has been watching, thank you. And to everyone that's been commenting, oh, the dogs are so cute, oh, that's so unique, can you tell me about your dogs? It makes me really happy, and I want to thank you for that as well. So I just want that to happen more than anything. I don't care how I am in my videos. I'm like the least of my priorities when it comes to my videos. I just hope that my dogs and my cat and all my other animals I feature on here are the biggest takeaway from them, like I said before, because they mean so much to me. I've done so much for them, and I don't know how things are going to be on this channel for the future. I don't know if I'm going to keep on doing it, which I hope I do, but for as long as I'm here, I want Reyna's memory to stay alive for as long as possible, and I want her imprint to be on this platform. I want people to know that she was just the greatest dog I've ever owned, and I miss her a lot. I really do. So, Reyna, thank you so much for letting me give you an amazing life for all those years. I hope I spoiled you rotten, and I hope you, wherever you are right now, you're happy and you're running around like you always do and just doing what you do best. Lazy eye and all. I love you so much, Reyna. Thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I can show you how great she was to me. For now and forever. Thank you for everything, Reyna. You're the best. Love you.
Oh, you get Reyna. Oh, you're such a good girl, Reyna. Oh, Reyna. Oh, Reyna, do not do it. Reyna.
So Reyna drank a shit ton from this water bottle, and now she's laying in the water mess that she made. Isn't that right, Reyna? Reyna was a good girl today on her walk. Yeah, she gets a little pup for her. She was
good girl today.